Now, House Chat with host Matt Hollander with answers and expert advice to your home improvement questions.
Welcome back to WDF in this Thursday morning's edition of House Chat. We have Wade Curvin with us today from Concrete Surfaces, and Wade's been a guest here in the past, and we talked about sealing and staining concrete, and these guys do all kinds of stuff that we'll get to. But let's start, Wade, by talking about what you call broadcast design. What does that mean, and what kind of materials can be used?
Well, what it comes to is we have gone in as people are building new construction, looking at new homes. They're adding on to existing homes. We talk to them about what they're going to put in. You know, a lot of people say, well, we just used regular concrete, which concrete is great. But when I say the broadcast design, that means we design, we get to them before the concrete ever gets there, and we talk about what aggregates they want to see in that concrete, whether it be from marbles, river rock, glass, something that we can actually put in the concrete. Do we do the broadcast over it? We've done from, basically we've recycled granite countertops, taken granite countertops, run it through a rock tumbler, broadcast it. And then once it's set in place, we'll come back and we'll actually do a grind and polish over that where it exposes whatever aggregate they wanted to see in it, to where you can actually design it, where we won't just have a typical, what we find around here, a limestone, which is a great rock. It does very well in concrete polishing, but this gives them an added menu of items to select from that they can put in there.
So you're exposing all of these materials that the customer can choose, and then when you start grinding it, do you get to a point where you get to choose how much of it is exposed?
Well, what we base it on is based on how, once it's added in, if they want to see just elements of it here and there, light elements, that can be done, or if they want to see a real heavy blend, if it's something where they want to see a heavy blend of like certain like blue glasses, white glass, mirrored glass. We can even do anything as metals where we put in nuts and bolts, screws, and we grind this out. You can do coppers, pennies, whatever you want to see in there can be added and then be ground, polished, and you'll have that exposed aggregate look to the concrete.
What about colors? Is that typically just
color? You can do any type of color. If you want the concrete to be integrally dyed, it can be dyed at the time of placement, or it's something that we can come back when we're doing the grind and polish and actually dye the concrete at that time. We do multiple range of colors, whatever you want to see. We'll do double colors where you can blend it, give it a very decorative concrete look.
Now that's typically in a new construction situation or when you're adding a new concrete pad, but talk to the viewers out there that have existing, say, interior, exterior, or garage. I know y'all do that a lot. What do you do for those folks?
If it's an existing, first thing, of course, we want to check it out, see what the texture is, see if it's a hard concrete, soft concrete, you know, find out the age of it, go in, maybe do a mock-up, let them actually see what their pad can look like, see what it's going to take. We can also, at that point, we can establish if we want to do a color, we can dye it. That gives them an option. They can look at stains. It really opens up to a lot of things, basically on whatever the homeowner or the customer is wanting to see when they walk into that space, or whatever color aspects they've got, whatever is built around it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So if the viewers want you to come out and look, whether it's stain and seal, grind and polish, garage floor, or the broadcast design for new construction, how do they get a hold of you?
423-834-7140, ConcreteSurfacesLLC.com.
Well, Wade, thanks for being a guest on House Chat. Viewers, you now know how to get a hold of Wade. He'll be happy to come out and look at your project. You can find me and watch past segments at Housechatt, that's with 2Ts.com. Like us on Facebook or at WDF.com. Have a great Thursday.